We are playing as Colony, and we are starting off with a small engagement that's going on between dark blue and yellow right in front of light green's base. And I'm working on a second expansion base. The Vortex Lightning is coming down by dark blue. Hammer Bros are set up and actually got the high ground. And there's a Decimus capturing the node as we speak. And this is a little bit concerning because yellow has the opportunity, and there you have it, to go ahead and push green's base. And even though there's two turrets, it does look like they can at least start pressuring down and extractor. But we do have engineers. Vorthogs is going to come in. Y move is being popped by the engineers for damage reduction. And we will be able to at least start clearing out this infantry without it having to do significant damage as a whole. There are mines coming down for red as well, but there really isn't much. But Decimus decides to walk right through the mines, get them blown up, and the sniper was able to finish the job. Meanwhile, Red's Warthogs are coming in, attacking my base. And so now there's a good group coming in together. We have to shift over the engineers. We have Engineer Swarm all ready to use. And Hunter Brand is ready as well. So first we're going to pop the Engineering Swarm to try to go ahead and save the base. A Cleansing Beam is coming down on the Warthogs, chasing them away. And we do have the remainder of our engineers to go ahead and start working on repairing the base. So right now, red is still pressuring the base, and we're trying to use the engineers to go ahead and focus heal, and use the Y move for damage reduction while we wait for our hunter colony to come out. But we will start making some hunters to go ahead and start dealing with red right away. And so we do have one Banshee, which is awkwardly there, and the Warthogs have now moved up into a more forward position. But Vorthogs is up. We don't have enough for a Hunter Brand, but with hunters starting to come out, at least they're almost ready, we're going to be able to hopefully hold this off. Our first hunter is out, which is going to help with the anti-vehicle that we need. A second hunter will be under production, and some rams are coming in on the hunter, and because of that, we're going to have a very lovely Hunter Brand that puts out a lot of the Warthogs in red and took out a lot of them as well. So now we can kind of start a counter push if we choose to do so. Colony is ready to go. Our second base is safe. We can keep making additional skitterers, put the rally on our leader, and see if we can stop an expansion base from red if it isn't being established already. So Colony is working their way through. And here's that second base coming in by red. We're going to focus that down in order to stop it from being built. And then it ends up getting self-destructed. They figured it is not worth trying to go ahead and grab that expansion base because it was going to get destroyed. And now we're going to start moving our army over to mid to see if we can apply more pressure on that side of the map because of the fact that we put red on one base. Power node is being taken, and here comes a Spartan. We have actually an easy kill that we can get right here. Spartan Slam does come down with some mines, but unfortunately was not executed as well as they would like. But the mine does explode and does some good damage against the hunters. We're trying to focus down on the bunker if possible, but now orange is showing up with reinforcements as well. So we did unlock the teleport to be able to go ahead and fall back if we need to, and we don't really have the army that's capable of fighting this. It's a lot of anti-vehicle with not a lot of anti-air. So Engineering Swarm will go ahead and get popped. Rams are starting to happen on our leader, but we do have what we need to try and hold this off. Hunter Brand comes in, which does excellent damage on a couple units, and red is losing some vehicles, which is something you would like to see. But all in all, it's still not really the best engagement buy, as a heal is coming in. So now that's my cue to go ahead and start falling back. Think about using a teleport, and we're going to go ahead and use it to see if red's getting a second base, and it turns out they did not. So we're going to double check it one more time, and now we're going to go ahead and start working on the teleporter. But it turns out red went to try and get the second base, and they self-destructed once again because they don't want to be able to try and grab that. And here comes the leader ability that is coming in. A Mac got rid of a couple Banshees. Our engineers are hurting a little bit. And here comes red and orange. Oh, actually it's just red with some Warthogs and some Wolverines. But this is an army that we can kind of fight. We're going to micro our engineers away. We're going to have Hunter Colony move in through the center to go ahead and work on getting rid of some of the Wolverines. And we wiped out the rest of the vehicles that are there as a whole. So all that's left is the hero, and the hero is getting Y moved by the Hunter Colony, and we end up taking that leader out. They're working on getting nodes all over again, and now here comes the shift over from orange. So this is going to be our cue to go ahead and fall back right away. And so we're going to take the teleporter, but unfortunately we did lose a couple of our units. But There was a huge attack that was happening on the left-hand side by our teammate, and we were able to stop that from happening. So now we're going to start moving towards the left-hand side to see if we can have an opportunity to take out an enemy over here. And that's exactly what we're going to try and do. Hunter Colony is going to work on that Cyclops. If we can get him into the garrison, that's going to be so huge for us. And it does look like we are going to be able to get him on there. And here comes a big push by all three of us. Great carpet bomb coming in from Cutter. But this is a lot of air and a lot of rates, and our colony is in that garrison, so it's going to be very helpful. Any type of reinforcements that are going to try and come in, it's going to be a little bit troublesome for them. And because of that, we're going to be able to knock out that expansion base, that yellow pad. And so now we're going to start shifting over towards the next area, which will be yellow's main base or somewhere in between. But for now, we're going to keep working on some vehicles, and orange is working on a counterattack, which means light blue is going to go ahead and work on orange's main base instead. And I'm going to go ahead and try and push the right lane on red. And we still have that 100 brand. We're going to use our engineering swarm to try and save that army on that side. While we continue to push on red's expansion base, combat repairs is up. Orange just lost his second base, and so things are not really looking too good. Orange is going to try and counterattack on the main base of the Decimus with all the infantry that he has, but swallowed a huge hunter brand, and this is just not looking too good as a whole. They're split pretty well, and red ends up resigning, or orange did, and this game's going to come to a close because of it. Until the next commentary video.